Scratching my head here, scratching my head because I promised you these 20-year anniversary videos. Oh man, I should never have done that. 21 terabytes of raw video to go through and try and find the best bits. It's a nightmare. It takes so long. Anyway, that aside, there will be more coming. But while I was working on this, I came across YouTube has a new format for videos. Now, so far we've got long form video, like you're watching now. You know, some say too long, some say too boring. We've got short form video, which is YouTube Shorts, which is the things that they force on you whether you want them or not. Relentless. It's on the homepage, it's on your subscriber feed, it's on your search results. You can't get rid of the damn things. You must watch Shorts because we make more money from Shorts, YouTube says. You creators don't make much money from Shorts. You get paid a pittance, a fraction of what you get from a long form. But so we've got long form Shorts, we've got podcasts, which a lot of those are just a picture with people talking. It's just like radio, isn't it? It's just like radio, but no, apparently it's YouTube. And we have playlists, which was where people connect a whole series of long form videos into a themed list, you know, and publish that. And YouTube has decided, well, this series of videos, maybe we can turn that into a real series, just like on television.
Shows give episodic videos, our series and seasons, the biggest, boldest, most premium prestige glow up in basically ever on YouTube. Hello Insiders, I'm Rene Ritchie, a longtime creator now working at YouTube, and here's what's up. At their heart, shows are meant for curated collections of videos that are best enjoyed in a specific order or as a related set. For example, videos with clear story arcs or narratives that span multiple episodes with consistent topics or segments, characters or hosts that are easy to follow and understand, with consistent thumbnails, titles, and descriptions, high quality visuals and sound, branding and graphical elements, mood and atmosphere, and pacing across episodes, so viewers know what to expect when they return to the show, hopefully again and again. If you're in the YouTube Partner Program, you can make a show, including a show with multiple seasons, by converting an existing playlist or making a new show from scratch. When you make a show, it gets a show page under your channel, and that show page is eligible for inclusion in the recommended shows and continue watching shelves on the homepage, and the continue watching treatment in Watch Next.
Now, Neil Mohan is the head of YouTube, and the man is, in my honest opinion, not that bright, because how do they choose these chief executives at YouTube? We had Susan Wojcicki, or whatever her name is. She was useless. Now we've got Neil Mohan. He's even worse, because they all fail to realize one very important thing. YouTube is what it is today because people grew tired of broadcast television. They grew tired of the ads. They grew tired of the format. You know, they wanted video on demand. Didn't mind a few ads, but video on demand was what they wanted. And that meant user-created content and things. It was just a whole different world. So they said, goodbye broadcast television, goodbye ABC, NBC, all that. We don't want to see you anymore. We're going to go and watch what other people are making on a platform where we can select the content we want on demand. And YouTube grew. It grew enormously, and now it is the largest streaming platform on the planet. Neil Mohan's not satisfied with that though, because the bean counters have said every quarter we must earn more money than we did the one before. So Neil Mohan has been challenged with making it better, and he's decided, oh my goodness, let's see, people came to YouTube from broadcast TV, so why don't we introduce something that broadcast TV had, which was series? Why don't we turn ourselves into broadcast television? The very thing that people have said by coming to YouTube they don't want. Yeah, good work, Neil. Fantastic stuff. Of course, Neil is also the man who said, oh, we need AI so that creators who previously didn't have the talent or the resources to make videos can now make as many videos as they like using AI. And what do we get? Slop from here to here. And then they say, oh, we're going to get rid of the AI slop. So they don't know what they're doing. They're just completely lost. But it doesn't stop them making a lot of mistakes. But series, back to series. Now, the whole concept of the YouTube series is that you have episodic content. That means videos which are related by theme or people or places or whatever, stuff that has a common thread. And you can make various episodes, put them into seasons, make multiple seasons. Fantastic, just like your TV program, like Friends, like Top Gear, Clarkson's Farm, all that sort of stuff. Do it on YouTube. And I've got to be honest with you, I think series is probably a good idea. I'd leap right into this format, series, because I've already made series. If you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know that every week I'd go out to the airfield with my friends, we'd film the antics of a bunch of stupid old men flying toy airplanes and drones, and I'd come back and I'd edit it up, and make it into something that was entertaining, informative, just gave you a chance to unwind, relax. It also helped promote a hobby, promoted a location. And it was pretty much every week was the same cast, the same place, the same toys, but different things happening. It was a series by any definition. So I've already made a series. And what I was thinking is I'm making these retrospective videos, these anniversary look back videos. My God, I wonder if I should actually, instead of just trying to pull stuff out, why don't I re-edit? And we've got probably nearly 10 years of video here. I could re-edit that video, now that I've got better editing skills and better editing equipment and all that sort of stuff, into series. Make some series, I don't know what we'd call it, airfield capers or something. Find a catchy name for it, but basically re-edit the stuff so it's shorter, sharper, more catches your attention better, holds your attention better, and so it's like a really useful, really exciting, interesting bit of viewing. Make episodes from all that content, put it into series, put it up so that you can go back and look at it without having to sit through all the dross. The episodes may only be 10 minutes instead of the 20 minutes that the original video was, and it may be stuff from one video going to another. I'll organise them such that they have sort of more continuity through them. Make a series or make multiple series out of this particular set of content. Because YouTube has said, series of the future, we're going to promote series. So, if you want to keep making any kind of a living on YouTube, you've got to move with the times. I mean, I could sit here as an old man and go, oh, YouTube's terrible, I'm not making enough money, all the bad things they've done. No, it's not going to do anything. Neil Mohan doesn't watch my videos. He's not going to text me and say, good work, Bruce, I like your ideas. He's not going to do that, he doesn't know I exist. So all I and all the other creators can do is roll with the punches and adapt to the changing environment that is YouTube. So I'm thinking maybe I should do this. So here's my plan. And I put this on my community tab to get some feedback. I can either just not re-upload, but just relabel the videos as seasons, as a series. It would be quick and easy to do that, but I don't think it would be really fully exploiting the value of the material. I could re-edit the videos into something that was more akin to a regular TV series with a bit more continuity and chop out the boring bits so that it was more watchable and people would be more likely to watch the next episode. Those are the two options that I've got. And then in future, when I make stuff, I could do a series out of it because this is the big thing. And this video is getting too long already, but no mid-roll ads, folks, don't worry. We have seen that subscriber count means nothing now. When I started in YouTube 20 years ago, when I was just a lad in short pants, subscriber count was everything. It was the metric of your success on YouTube. In fact, I got invited into the YouTube Partner Program because I had the third highest subscriber count in the entire country. So YouTube came along and said, you're doing well, Sonny. How would you like to make money out of your videos? And I said, yes, please, mister. So that's when I came into the YouTube Partner Program. It was well over 15 years ago now, and I've been living off those earnings ever since. Not very well recently, but still surviving. But thanks to my Patreon supporters, you make it all possible. So the whole idea is that your subscriber count was your measure of success, but it's not anymore. Because if you go, you'll find channels with a million subscribers, and when they put a video out, they get 1,000, 2,000 views. Where are the other 999,000 subscribers when they put a video out? Well, there's two things going on here. First of all, YouTube doesn't notify all your subscribers. Doesn't matter if they've got the bell on and they've clicked the whatever, they don't notify them if they won't notify your subscribers if they think your subscriber's not going to watch the video. They say we always notify, but they don't. You can see it in comments on all the videos where people say, oh, I didn't realize you were still making videos because I've not been notified. So, whatever. And so what happens there is that you have these massive subscriber counts, they're not getting any views because YouTube's not notifying their subscribers. And one of the reasons they're not doing that is that quite often these channels have pivoted. Now, as things have changed on the platform, people have found, oh my God, my views are dropping, my income's dropping, I need to change my channel. So they've gone from whatever it was they started making videos about, and they switched to something else that seems trendy. Maybe they started with, I don't know, take my case, for example, a lot of people, model aircraft, and drones, it was really, really popular 10 years ago, but now, not so much. People can't buy drones anymore, they're too expensive, and there's rules and regulations. So it's very tempting for channels like this to say, let's pivot. I'll switch to doing 3D printers. Everyone loves 3D printers. So channels change the subject. So they may have, let's say, 10,000 subscribers, and then they pivot to something else. Now, they pick up some new subscribers, might get another 2,000 subscribers who are interested in 3D printers, but the 10,000 original subscribers probably don't give a damn about 3D printing. So when this channel puts out a video, they only get 2,000 views. Because the other 10,000 subscribers saying, don't care. They haven't unsubscribed, but they just don't care. And you're probably like that yourself. I dare say you've got channels that you've been subscribed to for many, many years. Do you watch all their videos? Do you watch any of their videos? I think on my subscriber list, I've got over 100 channels I subscribe to. But I probably only watch videos from a dozen. Even when videos from those other channels pop up, nah, not interested. Not interested. And that's the way it works. So subscriber count counts for nothing now. It's not a metric of performance or value or anything else. And YouTube has said, every video now stands on its own 2 feet, stands or falls on its own 2 feet. You make a video, doesn't matter how many subscribers you've got, that video could get 1,000 views, it could get 1 million views. And it doesn't matter on your subscriber count because YouTube's not going to advise them all anyway. So what happens is we get little channels with 1,000 subscribers getting 1 million views on a video. Woo, that's brilliant. But those 1 million views have come from somewhere. There's a fixed amount of views per day on YouTube. So the big channels often are finding they're getting less and less views because the little channels are picking up the views. And so long-term creators like me run around going, oh, it's terrible, my view count's down. I don't care. I mean, my view count's down, but hey, me rallying at windmills isn't going to make any difference to it. So I will adapt. I will move with the times. And so my philosophy is this seasons thing seems like a really, really good idea only if they follow through on it. Because at the moment, they've said it's there, but it's not. You try find the seasons tab on your YouTube homepage. You won't find one. There isn't one. And find a way of subscribing to a series. You know, you can't. And this is the critical thing. Since subscriptions to channels don't mean anything, because many channels, like this channel, I do videos on drones, jet engines, conflicts with council, YouTube, many different subjects I deal with. Now, you can guarantee that not all of my subscribers want to watch or are interested in all those subjects. So when I put a video out, for example, on conflict with the council, a lot of people who come to watch the model airplane videos and drone videos, they won't even consider watching it. It's not interesting to them. And when I put a video out on drones and model aircraft, people who are only here for the conflict with the council, they're not going to watch that. So what's the point in subscribing to a channel when you know that a fair amount of the content it publishes is not going to interest you? Far better that we let people subscribe to series, because a series has a common subject, a common theme. So if I put out a series, Antics at the Airfield, people could subscribe to that series. They wouldn't be bothered by when I do videos like this, or when I do videos about the council or whatever. And when I do a series, Antics at the Council, then the model aircraft people wouldn't even know when I'd posted a video to that series. It's a much more granular way to deal with subscriptions. And I hope YouTube decides to realize this and run with it, because it could change the face of the platform. Viewers would get much more control over what they are seeing, and creators would be given much more freedom to include new topics on their channels without alienating existing subscribers and losing subscribers. It's a brilliant idea. Now, the problem I see is that YouTube isn't smart enough. Neil Mohan, as I say, not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He probably thinks, oh, series, we'll call it series, and away we go. But they haven't thought it through. For example, I have suggested that if you come across a video in a search or whatever, a suggested video, which is an episode of a series, which undoubtedly you will, it might say, you know, series 1, episode 4, then you'll watch that. But then you'll think, meh, you move on. But if creators can put a 30-second trailer on the end of all episodes, so you create a trailer for that series, you put it, and it appears automatically on the end of every episode to tell you more about the series, what it is, the people are, give you a reason to subscribe to that series, then that's going to help sell the series, bring people back to watch more. And once you subscribe to a series, that trailer automatically disappears. It doesn't get shown anymore because you've learned all you need to know. Little things like this, that as an entrepreneur, as a creator, I think would be invaluable, I don't think YouTube will even think of, because they don't. They've shown time and time again they don't have a clue what they're doing with this platform. Where's my dislike count? Where's my 5-star ratings? Things like that, which are really, really crucial to the platform and which distinguish it from broadcast television and even things like Netflix. No, Neil Mohan thinks they're terrible. And things like AI, which will be the death of the platform because of the dross, Neil Mohan thinks it's a brilliant idea. Or AI empowers a whole new generation of talentless creators to create videos. I don't want videos from talentless creators. I want videos from people who are enthusiastic and authentic and passionate about what they make videos over. So, no, anyway, tell me what you think. I've ranted. It's turned into an informational video. It's turned into a rant. So I am thinking, my question to you is, I'm thinking of making a series, or maybe multiple series, out of the videos filmed at the airfield. Edit them up so they're more interesting, more exciting, more captivating, and publish them as a series so that people can just watch episodes. You can binge watch, you can do whatever you like. And hopefully it'll introduce the hobby to more people in a very positive and enjoyable way. It's a lot of work on my part, but it's midwinter here. There's not many opportunities to go flying, and I'm still waiting for my leg to get fixed. It's really hurting at the moment. We're still waiting for my leg to get fixed so I can actually, I've got my mobility scooter, so I'm good, but I still have to walk around when I get to wherever I'm going. So there are a few things that, I could spend a couple of months making these series. I think it'd be bloody good fun. I think people would get an opportunity to revisit the past in a way that wasn't just watching the same videos over again. Tell me what you think. And I will listen, and maybe we'll create a new series. Take advantage. Roll with this baby. Take advantage of the changing face of YouTube and see what we can do. Let me know what you think. Go down to the commenty bit and leave your comments. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and you'll notice no mid-roll ads in this video. I don't put mid-rolls in. I value your attention far more than the few cents that YouTube might throw my way if I was to interrupt you every 2 minutes with bloody ads. So thanks for watching. Thanks to my Patreon supporters. See you in the next one. Not far away now.